Okay, so this is a 3200 Ryobi, same as a 975 Itek or 985 Itek. We're going to pull this ratchet wheel off the ink fountain roller. We're at the delivery end of the press, so I'm going to do this kind of quick here. You're going to pull that clip off. There's an E-ring there, and then you're going to pull this off as a unit. Try to do this one-handed here. Got to kind of just cinch it off little by little as one part. There we go. So that comes off. So there's the pawl and the spring there that ride against the ratchet, this part here. Now you got to take this out, the control lever, because you got to be able to spin this ring around to get, there's going to be 2 set screws in here. 1, 2. Those are going to go on flat spots on the shaft. So usually once you get those set screws loose, it's like fused to the shaft. It doesn't come off there very easily at all. So what you may have to do to get enough room to pry in between here, you might have to hit this shaft over that way. But in order to do that, you got to take a couple of things off on this side. There's going to be a washer and an E-ring there. This is a one-way clutch. So we're going to pop this off. And we're going to loosen these 4 screws right here that hold this hub in. You might have to knock those with a punch, just a drift punch. Hit them really hard with a hammer, and that'll shock them and usually break them loose. Then put your Phillips in there. You should be able to spin them out. What that's going to do is give this enough room. You only got to take them out about yay far. It's going to give them enough room so this hub can move over if you need to. So back to the operator side again. What you're going to do is loosen the 2 screws. And you might have to just move this around in order to get to the screws or turn the roller. Once you get those loose, you're going to hit this with a hammer and like a aluminum punch or a brass punch. And that's going to push this shaft inside that, but the hub on the other side is going to let it move. So then you're going to hit the whole thing back again to the operator side, and it should leave you a little gap in there so you can pry. You're going to want to pry on 2 sides, and this should start to pry off. What you may also do is take that set screw out and that set screw out, put a little blanket wash in it, and try to get it freed up. But then you can slide that right off. Now one thing you got to be careful with is if you peen this over this end at all, it's not going to slide off that easy. It's going to be very difficult to get that off. So don't use a steel punch on it, or don't just hit it with a hammer. You got to use something else in there. You might have to file it up, dress it up a little bit. But that's how you get this off. When you put the new one back on, make sure you can see there's 2 flat spots there. Make sure that the 2 flat spots are tightened on with, we tighten them down with these set screws on the flat spots. If you need any parts for this, you can reach us here at RyobiPressParts.com.